Okay. Good evening, everybody. I think we have about 5 series. The first one will be a bit long, 15-20 minutes. Others are single points, stressing a series of 5 videos. So totally, I think 6 videos, giving a hint on D60. Yeah, everybody mute your mics, please. Okay, we shall go into the our evening prayers. गणानां त्वा घनपतिगुं भवामहे कविं कवीनाभवस्त्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनं प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती वीणामगत्रयवधो गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम् ॐ भगवत्स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं तो देवस्य धीमहि आदित्याय च Okay. I think all of you all saw the 4 videos on D60. I was giving each one particular topic. I was just trying to highlight. Today I will take one more very important topic. It's called Rasi Tulya Shashtiamsa. Now, what is the meaning of Rasi Tulya Shashtiamsa? See, primarily, it's a Nadi technique where when you see any Varga chart, mostly the example charts have been given for analyzing the Navamsa chart. But normally, I've seen in all Varga charts, what you do is not immediately jump to keeping the Varga chart and seeing the chart. You will have to keep the Rasi Lagna or the D1 Lagna and analyze the chart. So when it comes to D60, you know it is sensitive to 2 minutes. So when it is sensitive to 2 minutes, you will have to fix the Lagna very correctly. So when you are fixing the Rasi Tulya also, you have no problem. So 50% of the predictions will come correct. Then after that, later, once you understand the pattern from the D1 Lagna in D60, then it is very easy to find out what could be the D60 Lagna. Okay, with this we move to example chart to show how Rashi Tulya Navamsa works. Okay, look at this chart. It is Indira Gandhi's chart. Okay, see this chart. Now I'm just go to the forget about the Shashtiamsa Lagna, everything. Just keep Kadaka Lagna itself as the horoscope and see the particular chart. First, immediately, what is the striking feature? You see Sun in Lagna. She was in politics. She was 3 or 4 times as the Prime Minister. She has Sun sitting in Lagna. House at 10th house. 10th house has Mars in its own house. Where is Jupiter? Jupiter in the 4th house. Mercury in the 4th house. All the Kendras are having planets. You know, it is called Chatushagara Yoga. When all the 4 Kendras are occupied by planets and all strong planets. So this is immediately, that's it. This is not all. This is not the yoga, but 50% immediately just analyzing from the D1 Lagna in Shashtiamsa, keeping the same Rasi chart D1 Lagna in here itself, very, very clear why she was, not only her political standards. You want to see a married life, 7th Lord in the 8th house, Shukra in the 12th house. A married life is very clear. Then you should understand, okay, after this, the next step, you have many other steps. Okay, when you should take the D1, D60 Lagna. But first, immediately you, because all of y'all, I think 10 minutes error of your birth time will be there. If you all have corrected to the Samsa or the other Samsa, I think you would have reduced it to 10 minutes. Once you have reduced it to 10 minutes, it's just a matter of either the Shashtiamsa is the next or the previous or the same. So when you know if you are the person who's going to fix your own Lagna, or if you know somebody very well, then it is easy. But maybe first time you're going to fix somebody's Lagna, it could be difficult. But when it's a new person, you just start with the D1 Lagna. Keep superimpose the D1 Lagna in Shashtiamsa and see the chart. Okay. Okay, even if you want to see her death here, she died in a Saturn Dasa, Rahu Antardasa. Where is Saturn in a horoscope? Saturn is the 7th Lord in the 8th house. And where is Rahu? Rahu is 8th from the Dasa. Okay. Any doubts? Anybody want any doubts? So you all understand what I mean by what is Rasi Tulya Shashtiamsa. Okay, Rashi Tulya says the Rasi Lagna is superimposed on the Shashtiamsa and judge the rest all the basic Parasari groups. We will see on 10 charts, we'll see how easily the chart is perceptible. See, when you see the D1 chart in any other Varga chart is only related to a particular activity. Navamsa, yes, you can see many things, but it is more related to marriage. But I've seen Navamsa you can use for anything. But Dasamsa I've seen particularly it's only a profession. Tregana or Chaturtamsa or anything, it only relates to one particular aspect of life. There is only one aspect, only one Varga after the D1 Lagna, which everything can be seen is Shashtiamsa. So what it says, so you want to have a very clear understanding of a person's life. It is only when you see the Rasi and Shashtiamsa. I will put it as D1. My rule is I will say D1, D9, D60. Sometimes when I want to see some other profession, I'll take D60. This is my favorite. Without D60, if I want, especially if the person, if an ordinary person, D60, I will not. If the person is a celebrity, a politician, somebody in power, what is it is impossible for me to analyze the horoscope without seeing the Shashtiamsa. When we see, we will understand how important. At the end of the class, you all self will appreciate how it is impossible to make a prediction without Shashtiamsa. Okay, this is Joe Biden. I think in most of the sessions, Joe Biden's horoscope I will show. At a glance, if you take a look at the D1 chart, you will hardly see 1 or 2 points to show he is the president of the USA. But when you see the Shashtiamsa, I one by one, I will tell you what are the greatness in the horoscope. We are just first we start with Rasi Tulya Shashtiamsa. What is there in the Lagna? Jupiter, the fifth lord, Jupiter is there in the Lagna. How is the Lagna lord? Lagna lord is exalted. How is the 10th lord? Sun is in the 10th lord. Sun is in the 10th house. Look at the horoscope. How many planets are strongly placed? Saturn, Mercury, Moon, Sun, Venus are in Swakshetra. Lagna Lord is exalted. Rahu in the 11th house.
Sir, we can't see the chart.
What?
Screen is not sharing, sir. We are unable to see the chart.
Is it for everybody or only for others? Can see?
Shared, sir.
Huh? I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah. I think it must be only for you. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so just look at the specialty of the horoscope. What is say? Look at this Rasi chart. Can you see he's a president? Okay, exalted Jupiter. And Sun in the Lagna. Other than that, is Lagna Lord in the 12th house in the Rasi chart. Can you say he'll be the president of the USA? Just go to the Shashtiamsa and check up the chart. I'm not even checking from the D60 Lagna. I'm only judging from the D1 Lagna in D60. Itself, it's so very clear. This is a very special chart. Not 5 planets are extremely very powerful. I'm not saying the D1, whereas the D1 Lagna, I already told in the previous class, it's very important. I will tell you in this also one particular session only for this. How important is the D1 Lagna in D60? Here, in this class, we are only going to put the same D1 Lagna in D60 and analyze the horoscope and see what is the uniqueness, specialness, and how can we read everything in life just from the D1 Lagna. Okay. This is Ronald Reagan, another US president. Just superimpose the thing, it is Dhanur Lagna. So what do you see immediately? Sun. See this, you will always see these president people are in power. You will always see Sun sitting in the Lagna. How is the 10th house? 10th Lord, exalted, Mercury. Where is the Lagna Lord? Lagna Lord is in the 5th house. You have Mars and Moon in the 11th house. Again, I'm not even taking the D60 Lagna. There are many other rules to be analyzed. What is it? So we can have a double, triple check. But just simply make it so simple. See, you know, your items can be wrong, or you can say the timing is wrong, anything. But definitely the D1 Lagna is not going to differ. Okay. See the 1, 5, 9, 10. It's a very, very strong, very powerful horoscope. See, Lagna Lord is in mutual aspect. So there is Guru Gajakesri, Guru Mangala, Chandra Mangala in Shashtiamsa. A lot of difference. What is the meaning of a planet, a yoga in D1, and what is the meaning of the yoga in D60? How does it differ? A Gajageshari yoga in the D1 chart, what is the meaning? A Dharma Karmadividi yoga, what is the meaning? As we discussed, you will understand how it differs when a particular yoga is in D1 or D10 or D9 or in D60. What is the difference? Okay, this is Marlon Brando, the very famous actor. He is Scorpio ascendant. Okay, immediately, what do you say? His Lagna Lord is exalted. D1 Lagna Lord is exalted in the third house. Anybody is in acting, 3 and 5 houses has to be famous, with Venus being very strong. Fifth Lord must be connected to the 5, to the 10th house must be connected. So immediately, what do you see? Venus, Jupiter in the 7th house. Moon in the 9th house, Sun in the 11th house. So, Lagna Lord strong, 10th Lord in the 11th house. Entertainment, 10th Lord in the 11th house. So, he has Mars strong, Venus strong. There is in the public life, he has the 5th Lord very, very strong in the 7th house, in his own house. So, Lagna Lord strong, 10th connected to the 11th, and Shukra strong. Very, very clearly, it points up. This is a very special chart. And if you can sync the chart, you can see Venus is in Vargottama. So being in the movie field, what the Vargottama we see in Rasi and Navamsa. What is the meaning of Vargottama and Rasi and Navamsa? What is the meaning of a planet Vargottama in D1 and D60? D1 is your physical body, gross physical body. Shashtiamsa, for simple understanding, take it like the Atma of the horoscope, but it's not exactly the Atma. For make you understand, I'm telling you it's not exactly the Atma of the horoscope, it is the causal body. We have 3 bodies, physical, subtle, and the causal body. Causal body is very, very close to the Atma. So for simple understanding, take it as the Atma. So when the gross body and the Atma are very related, I'm meaning for Vargottama, there is a very strong stress. The synergy is very, very nice. Okay. Just move through the next chart. See, this is Shah Rukh Khan check. See, when you just judge the D1 chart, sometimes you will be confused. Is this chart correct? What is it? Does it relate to this person? Or what is it? Some chart, see, Shah Rukh Khan chart is quite easy. There are in the D1 chart, Jupiter is in the 11th, Saturn is on house, Shukra is well placed in the 5th house, but his Lagna Lord is Nietzsche. Lagna Lord is Nietzsche, and you know what is he called? He's called King Khan. So where does what is similar Lagna? Okay, but Lagna Lord is Nietzsche. How come he is called the king? The word king is used, no? Wherever the word king comes, somewhere Simha and Sun must be strong. But where is Sun and is sitting in his horoscopes? Nietzsche, no? He's ruling the industry. How come? We just move to the chart and look at the horoscope. Sun, Mars, Rahu are in the 10th house. You know what is Mars and Sun in the 10th house? In Digbala. And Rahu is exalted. He's in the movie field. It is Shukra's house. Mars, Sun, Rahu in the 10th house. He's become Simha Rasi. Moon is in the Shukra is in the 9th. Jupiter is in the 2nd. You look at the horoscope now. Yes, the D1 is nice, but equally the D60 is fantastic. These are celebrities, not an ordinary celebrity. If this combination is only in D9, D60, yes, it is good. It's a celebrity, but it's a super celebrity, a superstar. These combinations must also be in Shashtiamsa. It's not that only a celebrity's horoscope or a people at the top, a president, prime minister, or a billionaire's horoscope. Shashtiamsa is important. No, what is I will show you in assassin's horoscope also. A chart can be very badly afflicted. A chart can be very excellent, or even for very severe health issues, chronic health. So extreme cases of wealth, power, anything, poverty, everything Shashtiamsa can be. Any doubts, you can definitely ask me. Anybody is missing a point or what I'm saying? I'm only going to take very simple rules. I'm just keep the Lagna and analyze the horoscope. See, Kim Kardashian's horoscope. Put Simha Lagna down. Immediately, what is the striking feature? Her Lagna Lord is exalted. what is it? She's famous for her looks. How's the second house? Venus and Moon are in the second house. Saturn is in Digbal. Jupiter is exalted in the ninth. 10th Lord in the 9th house. Rahu is in the 6th house. Mercury in the 4th house. The chart is very, very strong. Judged from the Lagna, the chart is extremely very strong. Okay, look, this Dhirubhai Ambani's horoscope is one of my favorite horoscope. It has so many astrological rules. Keep coming. I will be taking it in the self at least 2-3 times. I'll be taking for many, many aspects of the chart. So I just put it as a Scorpio Lagna again. Immediately you'll see Venus and Moon in the 7th house, 10th Lord in the 4th, Lagna Lord in the 10th, Jupiter in the 11th. We'll apply many, many rules to it and see what are other by different means. How is the horoscope special? We are only simply superimposing the D1 Lagna and looking at the horoscope. And you see at least how many planets are in Kendra. Okay, any doubts? Oh. Very simple rules, nothing to worry. See, Vishnu Hari Dalbia, on another very important entrepreneur, and is a billionaire also. Just look at his horoscope. Okay, superimpose is Aquarius Lagna, Kumbha Lagna, put it in the horoscope, immediately look at the horoscope. Jupiter is Vargottama in the 2nd, Venus is in the 7th, 10th Lord Mars is in the 10th house. Rahu in the 3rd is very, very good. There are 2 benefics, Mercury, Moon in the 4th. So you have about Mercury, Moon, Venus, Mars in Kendra. And Sun is in the 5th house. Almost every planet except Saturn in the 6th house, every planet is good. Even if Saturn goes to 6th house, the dispositor is exalted. This is any celebrity horoscope. If you look at the horoscope, what is perceptible in the Rasi chart, it is also very clear in the Shashtiamsa. So important, even shows so very beautifully. I'm not even looking at the Shashtiamsa Lagna. I'm just looking at the D1 Lagna only. If you also apply the D60 Lagna correctly, and if you know how to sync it or have the synergy done, then there will be another perspective or dimension to the whole picture. So the first rule, when you look at the Shashtiamsa, the first thing is what you do is use the Rashi Tulya Shashtiamsa. That is, so put the D1 Lagna and D60 and use the normal rules of analysis. Okay, this is okay. We have seen all too many positive horoscopes. What about some negative horoscope? Ted Bundy, is the serial killer. I think 30-40. He was very famous once. Okay, we just put it. See how easy it is. Put Simha Lagna in Shashtiamsa. The first thing, what is the striking feature you see? Moon Kedu in the 5th house. Very cleanly, Moon Kedu. And where is the 5th Lord? 5th Lord is Neecha. Mercury, the thinking planet, Mercury goes to the 6th house. The emotional planet is in the 5th house with the disposed nature. And Mars, Mars goes to the 8th house. Saturn is in the 7th house. Now, the only good thing the horoscope is Sun and Venus are in the 10th house. He was in the limelight for his case, I think, was still casted at that time with ordinary television. He was so famous. Even now, he is there in every media. So Venus, Sun in the 10th house is still, made him notoriously famous. He was very, very famous. Even now, the most, if you want to name any serial killer, it will be first Ted Bundy, and his life history was taken 30 times. Based on his life, movies were taken based on Ted Bundy. That's his Venus, Sun in the 10th house. Made him a celebrity. But very, very clear, you can see when you have planets, how good you have planets were strongly placed. When you have planets afflicted in Shashtiamsa, the affliction in D1, what is the meaning? And what is the affliction in Shashtiamsa? Understand, in Shashtiamsa, the affliction is at the core, is at the nucleus, is at the Atma. Okay. In the Rasi chart, it is the peripheral, it's your body. What is in the body? The external picture of the chart is in the D1. But if you go to the core, from the core, the planetary positions in Shashtiamsa is at the core. The meaning of the planets in Shashtiamsa is different and what it is in the D1 chart. It changes totally. Here you just understand, okay, it is at the core and how much it can influence the person strongly. Okay? Any doubts?
I have a question.
Yes.
Is a process to switch on the camera? Or just can I ask a question?
But I didn't get you. What is it?
Can I switch on the camera and ask the question, or shall I?
No, with the camera on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Sir.
ma'am. Yeah, tell.
Sir, since this is my first class, so I need to understand the basic thumb rule of this process. So
Yeah.
basically, whatever the Lagna in D1 chart, that is
Yes.
we are superimposing into the D60, right, sir?
Yes, correct. Yes.
And 6, 8, 12, those kind of concept at the second house.
Everything, all
whatever
the same rules.
all the-
Every other rule is the same. You just apply the
every
same.
other rule is the same, right, sir?
Nothing else. You
Oh.
apply all. How much you see the D1 chart, apply all the rules in Shashtiamsa chart.
Okay, okay, right, okay,
The only thing you will have to keep the D1 chart as the base.
okay,
Okay. What is it? The D60 does not become the base. The base
It's a
of
D1.
the horoscope is a D1. So every rulership and lordship of the D1 will remain the same. And what happens? So when you use the Rashi Tulya Shashtiamsa, you don't have that problem. Only when you start analyzing from the Shashtiamsa Lagna, you will have this problem will come. But when you are applying this rule as Rashi Tulya Shashtiamsa, it is the same. The Lagna Lord is going to be the same. The 5th, 9th trinal Lords are going to be the same. The Dusthana Lord. So it will be the same. You will not have a problem. But when there's the next step is when you start analyzing from the Shashtiamsa Lagna, you should not lose sight of the basic D60 Lords.
Okay.
Always the D1
So how to
will be the same. I'll tell you. One by one I will tell you each step. This is the first thing. Just keep the D1
understand,
Lagna
sir.
and analyze the horoscope. Only the meaning will slightly change. What is the when a planet is afflicted in the 7th house in D1? What is the meaning? And what happens when the same planet is afflicted in Shashtiamsa? What is the meaning? So you just keep this in mind. You yourself can understand. In D1, it is what expresses immediately what you see. It is the peripheral picture. Shashtiamsa is not what you see. It is from the inner level. It is from the core of the horoscope. So it is from your deepest level. So everything about the horoscope, everything about a planet, everything about the bhava, from its core, or you can call it from its atma. You want to understand the atma of a planet or atma of a bhava. Look at the Shashtiamsa. You want to know how it is being expressed. You see it in the Rasi chart. Okay.
And how to basically analysis the pending karma.
No, that is I one by one. I will tell you. This is just basic. I will tell you how to look at from the how to use the Rasi Tulya Shashtiamsa.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, this is assassin Lee Harvey Oswald. I think he is the person who killed John F. Kennedy. Look at the horoscope. Now he's Mithuna Lagna. Immediately go and see what is the striking feature. Where is the Lagna Lord in Shashtiamsa? It goes to the 6th house. And which 6th house? It goes to Scorpio. D1 Lagna is sitting in Scorpio. Okay, in the D1 chart itself, it is there with Sun, Rahu. It is aspected by Saturn. There is a basic affliction. His chart is quite easy and perceptible in the D1 chart itself. But in the Shashtiamsa, D1 Lagna goes to the 6th house. And 5th house, Rahu sitting down, and 8th house. See, for being an assassin, Mars is very, very important. Where is Mars? Mars is exalted in D1 and D60. And where is it exalted? It is in the 8th house. His moon goes to the 12th house. You can say Jupiter is exalted, but when Jupiter is, the disposed of Jupiter is in the 12th house, and Jupiter is mutually aspected by another exalted planet. When two exalted planets aspect each other, it gives a Nicha effect. See the trinal houses, 5th house Rahu, 9th house Saturn. You want to know the Purva Punya of the person or the merits which he had. trinal planets having malefics is never good. So not a single planet is nice. So it's very, very clear. I think they murdered him very quickly. Okay. Oh, I think finished with 10th horoscope. This is the first session, Rashi Tulya Shashtiamsa. If you have any more doubts regarding that, you can ask me. So it is superimposed the D1 Lagna on D60 and look at the horoscope and I'll use the normal analysis. Okay, first only thing, the meaning will change. As we go on, you will understand what is the difference when a planet is in the 5th house or in the 7th house, in the 9th house in D1, and what is the meaning in D60. An exaltation or a Swakshetra planet or a Neecha in D1, and if it is the same planets are same in strength in D60, what is the difference? We will see one by one. This is the first main session. I think we finished at less than 30 minutes. Anybody can tell you when you can ask. So start. I've already finished 4 other classes. This is just one more very important session of understanding D60.
Anyone has questions on this? So very well understood because you have shown so many charts.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is a lovely series, D60. Everyone is just messaging me more. I think, and whatever it is, but lovely stuff you are giving out. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sure.
See you in the D60 class, 24th and 31st. For those who are new on our channel, please do subscribe. Sir has done so many videos. He has given out so much, which is unknown in our this thing because he has amazing different stuff in everything. All his videos are very, very different. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.